Okay, let's pull a Grateful Dead ticket stub and see what, if anything, I remember from that show. Alright. What do we have here today? We have... Ooh, it's a Jerry Garcia band one. Oh, it's... Okay, let's talk about this one. Sunday, April 23rd, 1995. This is kind of a bummer one. This was the very last Jerry Garcia band show there ever was. When a summer tour started that May and into the summer, and Jerry passed that August. This was not a good show. Jerry was in rough shape on this one. I don't have the set list written on here, but let me grab Dead Bass, go through the set list, and we'll talk about this show. Okay, so this one starts out with How Sweet It Is, Stop That Train, Simple Twist of Fate, Run for the Roses, You Never Can Tell, Sisters and Brothers, Deal. Then there was an hour and a half set break. And this was before I was volunteering at the Warfield at this time. It was so I could, because there was always so many, there's like 3 Jerry show runs a month. And I started wanting to volunteer so I could go. But ironically, I never did work a Jerry band show. I was there in the audience. But the people that were talking to me, I was talking to, when I was working there, we talked about this show. And apparently, Jerry had nodded off in his dressing room, and they had to go in and wake him up, which is why that was such a long set break. And they kind of came and sleptwalked through the second set. And that second set was He Ain't Give You None, Struggling Man, Think, Ruben and Charisse, Night the Girl Will Dixie Down, and Midnight Moonlight, and no encore, as was pretty typical for Jerry Garcia band those days. He sleptwalked through that second set. It was like he wasn't even there. Melvin, Jacqueline, and Dee Dee did a lot of lifting on that, which is kind of sad. Then of course Summer Tour went off in the infamous Deer Creek. Then it was just this was the beginning of the end. My boss at the Warfield, Tony, he wasn't a Deadhead at all. He way more into LA punk rock. But he knew it, he was there all the time. Everybody that passed through, he was the guy at the Warfield. And he said he used to chat with Jerry. Jerry, the Warfield for load and stuff opens out onto Taylor Street. And he said Jerry used to like to go out there and smoke on the street. And he was really personable. Tony said Jerry would love to chit chat. Really great, funny guy. Until people started to recognize him or notice him. And then Jerry would go and disappear and isolate. And I think he did a lot of isolating. And I think he was doing that this night, which is really sad. Back on it. So anyway, that was my tale of the very last Jerry Garcia band show. I'm going to try to pick a funner one next time. How about that? Okay.